Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about a very simple principle, but it will take some time to understand. So please stick all the way to the end. I'm going to give a lot of examples. The principle is and has been taken from a book called It's Not Your Money. It begins with money because money is something that kind of like relates to everyone today, because it doesn't matter if you're spiritual or not spiritual, poor or rich, everybody cares about that. So the principle goes like this. It is not your money, it's God's money. And when I say God, I don't mean the Christian God. I'm talking about creation, nature, the universe, the intelligence that we know that exists somewhere behind. That is the type of God that I'm talking about. So when I use the word God, don't relate it to any religion, please. So when we say it's not your money, it's God's money. So imagine that the bill that you have in your wallet right now, and how many times that bill has transferred between individuals and bought different objects. Some people probably paid for their car with it. Other people paid for a prostitute. Another person paid for cocaine, and somebody else bought his child a toy. So when we say it's not your money, it's creation's money. It's not your body, it's creation's body. You're temporarily using it to allow creation to evolve through you. When you lose a lot of money, it's not your money that you lost. When you gain a lot of money, it's not your money that you gained. You hurt your body, it's not your body that you hurt. You hurt a temporary gift that you received, and that was hurt, yes. And it will take God a lot of time to heal that. And you will suffer in the way, but it doesn't mean that you were the one that was hurt. This is the principle. Because you are, by definition, a part of creation and a part of God. You just forgot, and it's okay. You asked for it. You asked to have a separate game, and God, which is all about giving, wanted you to experience this separateness. You wanted to suffer, and God allowed it. And this is why this place is called suffering. Or, like the Buddha defined it, the human drama. We don't have to suffer from the human drama, it's about perspective. In Judaism, we are taught that the mind comes before the heart because our belief system, what we believe about experiencing in life is what is going to make us feel. So if we believe that we are heartbroken, we're going to be devastated. And if we believe that something that happened to somebody that was hurt is painful, and we become sad, So it's really the mind first and then the heart. What can we learn from this principle? The idea here is that first, we are never alone. We are a part of something. We are in service of that something. We can have an individual experience, but it's not really an individual experience. It's a part of a higher collective we can't really see or understand in this moment, but it does exist. When we practice this principle, what I want you to think about is that you're actually not holding something that is yours. If we're looking into our relationships right now, so most relationships on earth right now are one-on-one relationships. And that means there's jealousy and there's trust issues, but it's not our partner, it's God's partner. And we're experiencing a temporary, many year maybe, time with that partner. So everything is really not ours. Nothing. It's not our clothes, it's not our car, it's not our tree, it's not our land, The fact that we bought something from a government doesn't mean that it belongs to us. It belongs to planet Earth, and also planet Earth belongs to creation. So again, I'm going to give you a few examples. It's not your children. It's not your arm. It's not your gift. It's not your birthday, okay? It's not your experience. It's not your failure, right? Start seeing the good in this. Not only for the good things in life, it's also for the bad things in life. So it will be easier for you to take life as simple as it is and stay present in the moment. That means, for example, that it's not your illness. And by portraying it as an illness, you're creating that illness through your belief system and the power that you have as a manifester. Most people simply don't realize the amount of strength that we have, I use it partly, and even I am not a master in manifestation. and I do manifest and I use it quite often. It's not your opinion that you're holding on to. It's not your belief that always changes. It's not your thoughts. So many of these things are not actually ours in any way. We're just holding on to them for creation, for a temporary time. Because all it is really understanding it and starting to take life less seriously than we really need to take life. And when we take life less seriously, we enjoy life much more. Example, kids. Example, a cat that lives much more in the moment. When there's danger, they jump. When your kid gets hurt or insulted, they cry. But immediately after, they go back to playing. So my friends, it's not my video, it's not my YouTube channel, it's God's. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to grow and shift your consciousness, consider joining one of my Breatharian initiations. You can find them on raymaor.com.